The brain, our command center, plays a pivotal role in attraction. It's a complex dance of chemicals and signals that determines who we find attractive and why. Researchers have found that attraction is not just about physical appearance, but also about our brain's response to certain cues. Let's delve into the science of attraction. It begins with a simple glance. Our brain processes visual information, assessing physical attributes, but it doesn't stop there. Our brain also considers social cues, emotional connection, and shared interests. This intricate process involves various brain regions, including the amygdala, orbitofrontal cortex, and ventromedial prefrontal cortex, each playing a distinct role. The neurotransmitter dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good hormone, is released during attraction, creating feelings of happiness and pleasure. This is why we feel a rush of excitement when we're attracted to someone. Now let's consider NoFap, a movement encouraging individuals to abstain from pornography and masturbation. It's based on the idea that such abstinence can lead to various benefits, including increased confidence, better focus, and even enhanced attractiveness. Neuroscientifically, NoFap could influence how the brain perceives attraction. Regular consumption of explicit content can lead to a phenomenon called habituation, where the brain becomes desensitized to stimuli, requiring more intense or novel experiences for the same level of arousal or satisfaction. In theory, abstaining from such content could reset this habituation, potentially enhancing sensitivity to real-life interpersonal attractions. Moreover, NoFap proponents argue that this practice can lead to increased testosterone levels, often associated with increased confidence and assertiveness, traits that can be perceived as attractive. But could abstaining from certain habits actually alter our brain's perception of attractiveness? Could it change the way we interact socially, making us more appealing to others? These are the questions that Dr. Huberman's experiment sought to answer. Could abstaining from certain habits alter our brain's perception of attractiveness? The experiment sought to answer this. As the experiment unfolded, it revealed some intriguing findings. The methodology employed by Dr. Andrew Huberman was both unique and meticulous. Participants were asked to abstain from self-gratification for a set period, and then their interactions with the opposite sex were observed and analyzed. The focus was not only on physical attractiveness, but also on changes in social dynamics. Now let's unravel the findings. What emerged from the data was a fascinating pattern. Participants reported a significant increase in perceived attractiveness from the opposite sex. They experienced more frequent and intense interactions, with many noting a newfound ease in striking up conversations. But the surprises didn't stop there. The experiment also hinted at changes in the participants' own perception of attractiveness. Many noted a shift in their own standards of beauty, veering away from superficial attributes and focusing more on deeper, more intrinsic qualities. Furthermore, participants reported an increase in their overall confidence and self-esteem. They felt more assertive, more present, and more engaged in their social interactions. This increased confidence seemed to create a positive feedback loop, further enhancing their perceived attractiveness. But perhaps the most compelling finding was the change in the participants' neurochemistry. Post-experiment brain scans suggested increased activity in regions associated with reward, social bonding, and empathy. This indicates that NoFap might not just change how we are seen, but also how we see and connect with others. The experiment wasn't without its limitations, of course. It's worth noting that the sample size was relatively small, and the results are subjective and based on self-reporting. But even with these caveats, the findings are intriguing and warrant further exploration. So, what does this all mean? Well, it suggests that our habits and behaviors can significantly impact our social dynamics and attractiveness. And it opens up a whole new avenue of inquiry into the complex interplay between our brains, our behaviors, and our social interactions. The results were in, and they painted a fascinating picture of the interplay between NoFap and attraction. With the findings at hand, it was time to decode what they meant. As we delved deeper into the results, we realized that science often has a way of illuminating the path, but with a twist. The experiment by Dr. Andrew Huberman revealed a potential link between NoFap and perceived female attraction, a correlation that might not be as far-fetched as it initially appears. Let's consider the neuroscientific aspect of attraction. Attraction is not just a simple, one-dimensional feeling. It's a complex interplay of brain chemicals, psychological factors, and social influences. When we abstain from certain habits like those examined in the NoFap movement, it's plausible that this can impact our brain chemistry and, as a result, our perceived attractiveness. The experiment's methodology was robust, and the findings quite enlightening. It suggested that NoFap could indeed have a potential impact on perceived attractiveness and social dynamics. This isn't to say that abstaining from certain practices will magically make you irresistibly attractive, far from it. But it does suggest that our habits can subtly shape how we are perceived by others. Now, what does this mean for you and me? It means that our actions, our habits, and our self-discipline can influence our social interactions and how we are perceived. It's a testament to the fact that attraction is not just about physical appearance, but also about the energy we radiate, a notion that some might argue is influenced by our habits. If we take a step back and look at the larger picture, these findings underscore the importance of self-control and healthy habits in our lives. They hint at the potential for personal growth and improved social interactions that can come from making mindful decisions about our behaviors. In the grand scheme of things, the experiment lends credence to the idea that our brains are adaptable, our habits moldable, and our attractiveness, to an extent, within our control. The experiment's findings opened up a new perspective on how our habits might influence our attractiveness. This experiment raises some compelling questions about attraction and our control over it. Take a moment to reflect on these findings. Does it resonate with your personal experiences? Or perhaps it challenges your preconceived notions about attraction and our ability to influence it. Consider the implications of Dr. Huberman's research. If NoFap does indeed have a significant impact on perceived attractiveness, what might that mean for our social dynamics? For self-perception? For our understanding of the human brain? We encourage you to delve deeper, to question and to explore. And most importantly, to share your reflections. Your insights and experiences not only enrich our community, but also contribute to the broader dialogue on this fascinating topic. Don't forget to engage with us. Hit that like button if you found this video informative, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Remember, science is an ever-evolving field, and your thoughts and experiences contribute to this evolution. Dr. Huberman's experiment has indeed shed light on a new facet of attraction. His study explored the intriguing link between NoFap and female attraction, uncovering surprising results that challenge our understanding of social dynamics. This innovative research opens up exciting possibilities for future exploration in the realm of attraction. As we continue to delve deeper, who knows what we might discover next? As we continue to unravel the mysteries of attraction, remember, every discovery starts with a question. So what's your next question?